Pluggets, how does it feel coming off a few days off? Do you feel better? Does the team look like everybody feels a little better?
Yeah, I think everyone enjoyed their time away, physically and mentally. It was a good break. It was needed. Guys enjoyed their time away and got to rest and relax a little bit and have some fun, which is good. And we've come back and had a good few days of training, and I feel ready for tomorrow.
Since you've played for Berhalter, I was just curious. I think he's gotten a lot of stick from American fans based on the results. What do you see out of that team from what you've seen? And do you think it's fair for him to be getting a lot of criticism at this point in his managerial career with the U.S.?
Fans in general are impatient, and I understand it. You want to win every game you play, and so does Greg and the staff, I'm sure. But more importantly, it's getting the guys to understand their roles and responsibilities within his system, and it's a very detailed system. And with Columbus, we had every day of the year to work on it and fine-tune things, and a lot of games to look over film and learn. And even for us and some guys, it was difficult to pick up, and it took a while. And so for these guys that are in camp for a week at a time here and there, some guys their first camp, some guys first time playing together within the system, it's difficult. It takes time. So of course you want to get results, especially coming off the disappointment of not qualifying and everything. But I'm not surprised it's taking time. It's going to take time. That said, of course, you hope they can get results in the Gold Cup, while fine-tuning things. But it takes time to perfect his system for sure.
Is it a system that requires, do the players all over the field really need to have a specific skill set, or is it just can any player, do you think, be molded into what he needs? At least the general American player would say.
Yeah, I think that any player can find a spot within the system. Greg has adapted the system to certain players as well. You have to find players' strengths and adapt things here and there to fit their skill set. Coaches have to adapt, players have to adapt, but players do need to learn a certain way of playing, and runs that need to be made, and where to find guys, and how he wants to build up out of the back, and pressing defensively. He wants a right back to play as a 6 sometimes, and move things around and switch formations and stuff. That's difficult even for the highest level professionals.
How do players handle this U.S. Open Cup in comparison to your domestic league and even Champions League? Balancing all of that out, because you're on your break, but all of a sudden you're coming back and playing a competitive contest. How do you guys balance that out and just get back to that mode?
Yeah, I think it helps right now that the Open Cup is all we have right now. There's no MLS games for still another couple weeks, so if things go well against Charleston, we have 2 Open Cup games before we play any other competition. So the sole focus right now is Open Cup and getting through Charleston, and then hopefully getting through the next round as well. And we know that we haven't progressed past 2 games in this tournament yet, and we want to. We talked about it's the quickest way to a trophy. It's a trophy that we obviously haven't won yet as a club and would like to. We want to keep adding to the trophy case. So guys are taking it just like any other game. Very seriously. We watch film. We work on set pieces. We feel prepared for tomorrow.
Do you think playing in the environments that you did in the Champions League will help playing in a place like Charleston, a non-MLS team, maybe a smaller atmosphere, intimate things like that?
Yeah, I think that that game in Costa Rica showed that we have to be ready for away games. We have to be ready for different environments and different teams, and not taking anything for granted. We can't play naive against anyone, and maybe we went into that Costa Rica game a little naive, and hopefully we learn from that and don't have that same mistake, because unlike that tournament, this is one and done. If you have a poor 90 minutes, that's it. You're out, and so we need to make sure that doesn't occur.
Given how you guys were playing well before the break, is there a sense of kind of more being wanting to be anxious to get back on a pitch, or is how's that feeling for you guys?
Yeah, I think that's we're looking forward to it. I think that everyone was definitely looking forward to the break. We know that we were on a good run, winning 6 of 8, but it was a grind there, and guys were tired. So we were happy to go on break, even though we had won a couple games there going into the break. Coming off that, we feel good, we feel refreshed, and I think guys are looking forward to getting out there and playing tomorrow. Enjoying the opportunity to play another game.
How does Frank just mentioned the potential transfer of bringing guys in, things out, a lot of international tournaments going on, so it's a lot of scouting. How do you guys handle that situation where jobs may be on the line or just a kind of turbulent period in the calendar?
Yeah, I think that we all understand it, and it's all part of the game. It's part of professional sports here in the U.S. Not much is guaranteed, and some guys have a couple years guaranteed, but most of us are just year to year with option years, and you can be cut at the end of the year, and some guys can be let go during the year. You can be traded at any point. So, it's always pressure to perform and to make sure you keep your spot. You know that every club everywhere is always looking to upgrade. They always want the best players on the field and within their club. It's up to us to prove that they can't upgrade us and make it difficult for them to go out and find somebody that's better than you. But that's everybody's job in every professional sport. So we don't read too much into it. Anything can happen. We know that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.